Good afternoon guys, and welcome to today's video. So today I've got a plethora of different things on my desk. I've been collecting since about October last year my bits of junk. I've been keeping all the negatives to die cuts. I've got this big box packet here. I've got them. I've been collecting envelopes. I've got a wad of envelopes. Just put them over here, then there's not taking up the desk. And then I have been collecting packaging, greetings cards, tags off, you know, just bits and pieces of packaging, tags off clothes, just different things of junk. So I've got all them as well. Now my idea was I wanted to make a junk journal, a true junk journal. So I started collecting all this stuff, like I said, last year. I've just been adding to it and just really forgot about it. And then the lovely Amanda, who's Scrimping Mommy, on YouTube, Facebook, Ko-fi, Instagram, all of them places, she's just finished a junk journal using junk. So I'll show you what I've collected, and I'll tell you what I'm going to use. I'll tell you how I'm going to try and put the journal together. I'm going to use this one. You might remember I showed you this a while back. It was a tutorial following one of Joey DeFee's videos, making a junk journal. There's no digitals or anything in here. It's all book pages that I've put together. There's a mixture of children's book pages and just all different book pages. There's no digitals. I won't be touching digitals. Scrapbooking paper. The only bits I might use are these, because these are scraps, what really should be in the bin. I've got lots of basket at the side of me with, I won't use these sheets or anything. I might just pick from the scraps if I need to. Yeah, so this is the little journal that we're going to work through. I just thought it might be interesting. I've watched all Amanda's videos, absolutely fantastic. A journal was lovely at the end, really lovely little journal. And it's a hard thing to do, you know, when you're used to playing with digitals and you can just reach out to, you know, I'll get a die cut, or I'll get a label, or I'll get a button or some when you're working with junk, you can't just reach for them things. So the things I've thought about that we can put into the journal, that we can make to go into the journal, I've got all them things there I've just showed you. So yeah, it's just a collage. I got a piece of two pieces of A4, glued them together, and then I just collaged the front, and then I Mod Podged it, and then I stitched it, and that was it. And then I've just stitched in just a one signature. So that's the little journal we're going to use. Okay, I'll show you bits and pieces and what my ideas of what we can do. So these were from some stickers. Because I can't use my digitals or anything, I can't use my stickers. I've got to, my only sort of point of embellishment is either stamping, stenciling, or fussy cutting from books or packaging. So these, I thought I'm going to cut out these little mushrooms, these little butterflies. I kept that was off some stickers. The same with this one. I thought I'll fussy cut these little flowers out. We can use them on some embellishments. And then the same with this one. This is a bit bigger. This label I can use, I can stamp it, emboss over it. I'll tell you what I'm going to be using. I've got a piece of paper somewhere with a list of different things. So yeah, I'm going to do that later. I'm going to cut from that and get them bits on, then that can go in the bin. Books. I've got lots and lots and lots of books, so I'll not run short of images and that. What we'll have to do is fussy cut from books, use them to make tags and journal cards, clusters, whatever we'll have to use. This is one that I've picked out, great things about nature, and it's just like a diary page. I thought these would make some nice journal cards with maybe a bit of stamping on, or I'm going to have to make some labels myself. I'm going to have to stamp some butterflies or fussy cut from books. So I've lifted that one out because I thought that's a nice little book. Packaging, just Amazon packaging, more packaging. What else did I get? I've kept, I'll leave the books till the end. I'll show you them at the end. I'm trying to find my list. Where's my list gone? That's what I'm looking for. I don't know where I've put my list. It must be in there somewhere. I'll come across it hopefully. Packaging, yeah. So I've got some magazines. I've just been in my stash and collected some magazines. What I do for these is obviously look for images, but I go through these and I cut out words. So I'll spend a couple of evenings sitting down, going through the magazine, looking for words that we can use. Yeah, just cutting out bits and pieces. I've got quite a lot of ideas, but whether I'll be able to put them into action, I'm not sure. So yeah, I've got these magazines that we can cut from to make some nice ephemera, and yeah, like I said, words. So I've got loads of magazines. So I've got them. It's just trying to think of things that you can, you can make ephemera from. I've got some sheet music. I class that as junk. I've got that at a car boot sale, so I've just picked some of that. A piece of wrapping paper that I was gifted. I saved that because I thought that would make some nice ephemera. I've got this. I made this when I was making the cover, I think. It's just some vintage book page collaged onto some card and then just some paint splatters. I thought we could use that to make some bits with. I've also got these that I've cut off a calendar. I thought these would make some nice envelopes, or aren't they beautiful images? I could even fussy cut some of them images. It was just the back of just a calendar that I kept. So that's them. Scraps of cards that really should have been gone in the bin. A little scrap that I've done some embossing on, some card. This is just some stickers that I have made myself with just some paints and some stamps. I thought we could use them because they are not, they're not bought they're not bought items, as in bought stickers and stuff like that. I've got this calendar. I don't know whether I could use some of this. It's just I may be able to use some of it for writing space, so I'll just put that in. I've picked a couple of books that I like the fonts on. This one here, I like the font in that one, and then this one because it's a bit bigger. Thought that would make some nice ephemera. We'll be doing a lot of book page. Oh, there's my list. I'll show you that in a minute. What else did I get out? These scrappy bits, another piece of wrapping paper, envelopes that was sent to me in, I can't remember, some Happy Mail in it. That was sent to me. These are just scrappy bits that I've found. I've found this, which is an old diary. Diary pages are great. I could, put them on the back of tags for writing space. So that's from 2023. What else? Oh, some more scrappy bits. I've lifted these out. Stamps that I've cut off envelopes and that have been sent to me. I consider stamps as junk because you would normally put them in the bin, really, wouldn't you? So I'm going to use them. These are fussy cuts from Edith Holden books. Yeah, it says Edith Flowers, the Country Diary book. And then these are all from my birds. These are from book pages. These kind of stickers and that, I won't be able to use that, but I've got a lot of books. What I'm going to do over the next few nights is go through, find some words, cut some butterflies, some mushrooms, some birds, different things that we can use. These I thought I could use. I bought these from a car boot sale. I would consider them as junky. The cigarette cards, bought them last weekend when we went to the car boot sale. So yeah, and the butterflies. I don't know whether people would say, well, I wouldn't consider that as junk, but I'm going to use them. I consider them as junk. They come from a car boot sale. That's another book that I've lifted out because I thought I can fussy cut some more birds. Like that was some car boot sale as well. Some more book pages that I've got out. This was a big dictionary I picked up at a car boot sale, and the font on it's really nice. It's lovely. I don't know how old it is. I had to get rid of the cover because it was just falling to pieces, but it's still got the old it's still got tape, you know, holding it together. I thought that would be nice to make some ephemera with. What else did I get out? I got these because I cut these were files that were going in the bin, you know, document wallets, so I've cut them into, we can use them for backing things with. That was again rubbish. Oh, this was on a parcel that I received, some twine, so I've saved that. These were bits that have been sent to me in Happy Mail, they're just scraps. This was from the back of one of the books. I thought I could cut the butterflies off. These were in some Happy Mail, last year sometime. Yeah, I'm going to use them. And I got this out. This was another thing I picked up in a charity shop. It's a birthday book, but I'll never use it for that. Thought that would be nice to make some ephemera with. Junk again. What these were on. These were with the stickers. They were like that, so I thought I could make some little pockets with them, or some belly bands. I just kept them. I thought they were quite interesting shape. These are die cuts of, I'm going to be able to use my dies and my stamps. I'll have to use them because we'll need some kinds of things to work with. So these are just die cuts that I've used florals on. We can paint on them, ink on them, whatever on them, just so we can do whatever with them. So I thought they'd be a nice idea. Oh, this was on a parcel. It's some seam binding, green. I'll probably go along the lines of botanical nature because that's mostly what books I've got really to cut from. This was another book I've lifted out from a charity shop. It's a bird one. Again, we could use that. That's that one. And that's my little box empty. I've not got everything out because there's no room on my desk for anything else. But I'll tell you some of the kind of things that I thought. So envelopes, punched negatives, packaging. I'm going to get my fabric scraps because I've got some tiny ones that really are junk really that I can pick from. A lot of these words actually are from magazines, but I'm going to start again and do some just for this journal. Scrap card, I've just showed you that. I'm going to make some washi, faux washi. I'm going to get some masking tape, strip some and make some washi. Fussy cut images from books, stamped images. I'm going to do some stamping to make some tickets and labels. I've got a lot of stamps like that, so we can do that. I'm going to make tags, going to make journal cards, going to make clusters, going to use my punches. I've got lots of different punches we can use. I've got a tray, I've shown it you before. I'll top that up with punched out shapes. I'm going to put flip out pages in there. I'm going to paint some images. I'm going to do a waterfall element, gesso. I'm going to put tabs on. I've also got a lot of old jewellery. I'll not get that out now, but I'll show you when we come to it. I'll show you the jewellery. And I've put here sheet music, diary, calendars. I'm going to use my stencils, book pages. I'm going to use my card scraps, my old envelopes, my inks, my paints, my watercolours, pencils, cut words from books, greetings cards, clothes tags, magazines, tissue paper. So that's everything that I've sort of been collecting. I'm sure if I put my mind to it, I can make a journal with all this stuff. It's just a lot more time consuming because obviously you've got to stamp your images. You've then got to fussy cut your images. If you want to do some clusters, you'll have to just sort of use scraps, book pages. You can't put a sticker on the top. You can't put a flower on the top unless you make it. It is going to take me a bit longer to do, but I think once I get into the swing of it, I think I should be okay, guys. So that is my plan. So along with the bee journal and some other bits and pieces, we'll do this as well on camera. I thought I'd show you in case anybody wanted to join in. I mean, I'm sorry that I'm not making the journal, but I don't see the point in me making another journal the same as this just to use when I've already got this one ready here. Like I said, all as I did was I got 2 pieces of A4 card, glued it down the middle, I collaged all over it, and then I put Mod Podge, and then I stitched around it. Got my signature. I'll tell you how many pages I've got in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 pages, and I do plan on adding some like flip outs and flip ups and envelopes and different things. So I'm really looking forward to doing this. It's a challenge, isn't it? Something different, something to try. I'm sitting here now looking at my shelves, and all I can see is lovely ephemera made and die cuts and yeah, all sorts, but I can't use them. I've also got this as well. I could use bits out of here. This is all handmade ephemera that I have painted and stamped different things, so we could use some of this because this is all out of junks on just book pages. I am obviously going to use my mediums, my paints and sprays and that, because if I don't use them, everything's going to be one colour, and I don't want that. It was just sort of the junky side of it, really, you know, the actual things, that the ephemera, the journal itself, just all book pages, just a mixture of random book pages. No idea what I'm going to do on them, but I have got a list here of this is a short, I've showed you before my thing that I made for what I get out when I'm journaling, which is this one here. I'll show you again in case, well, I've had a lot of new subscribers actually to my channel. I made this myself. I made it, oh god, a while ago. What I did was I got a notepad, and I thought about everything that I could put into a journal. So when I'm when I'm making a journal, I get this out, and this just gives me ideas. I've got pages and pages, and then I laminated it all so that if I'm just sat here thinking, oh, what can I put in this journal, I can just have a look. Double slanted pockets, add two-tone stenciling, 2 pockets on 1 page, lace tucks and pockets, eco-dyed papers, die cut frames, things that we can use, flowers, beads, cogs, eyelash trim, wool, appliques, paper dolls, cupcake liners, wallpaper, ribbon, seam binding. That's another thing. I've got a lot of wallpaper scraps. I could get some of them out as well. And this just goes on and on. If I knew how to upload this as a file, I would put it on for you and you could print it off, but I haven't got a clue how you do it, because it would be useful to some people, I'm sure. It just gives you lots of ideas of what to do and what to put in, so I'm never sort of stuck for things to put in my journals. I always have that. And then I've got this one as well that's just a shorter one. Yeah, just have the 2 of them. Like I said, if I knew how to upload it as a file, I would do it no problem and you could print it, but I haven't got a clue. I'm not technical like that. I mean, if anybody can talk me through it, you know, in simple terms, I'll have a go, no problem, but I'm not too sure how to do it. So yeah, that's my little journal, and that's what we're going to be doing alongside the bee journal and a few other bits and pieces. So let me know if you're going to work along with me, guys. Yeah, it'd be nice to know what you do. We'll just have a little chat and craft. That's what we'll do, a little craft along. So I hope you'll stick with me, and I hope you'll enjoy the process, and let's see if we can succeed. Like I said, Amanda's turned out beautiful. I will leave a link to Amanda's channel. You can go over and watch her flip through, have a look at that and show her some support. She's got a lovely channel, a big channel, and she's really talented lady, very talented. So that's it for now then, guys. I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to say I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye, guys.